To rationalize 3 over 2 plus square root of 3, we will multiply 3 over 2 plus square root of 3 by the conjugate 2 minus square root of 3 over itself. The conjugate of 2 plus square root of 3 over 2 minus square root of 3. The top part becomes 3 times 2 minus square root of 3. The bottom part is a difference of two perfect squares. It's 2 squared, which is 4, minus square root of 3 squared, which is 3. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3 square root of 3. And the bottom, the denominator, becomes a rational number, and it's 1. The idea is that whenever you have a binomial, to rationalize, you must multiply by the conjugate, and the conjugate will make the expression become a difference of two squares, and you will eliminate any square roots present in them. To rationalize 3 over 2 plus square root of 2, we will multiply by the conjugate 2 minus square root of 2 over itself, 2 minus square root of 2. The numerator becomes 3 times 2 minus square root of 2. The denominator becomes a difference of two squares, 4 minus square root of 2 square, which is minus 2. 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times negative square root of 2, minus 3 square root of 2, and 4 minus 2 is 2. To rationalize 4 plus square root of 6 over 4 minus square root of 6, we will multiply the fraction by the conjugate of the denominator, 4 plus square root of 6 over itself. Notice that the denominator is easy to calculate. It's 4 square, which is 16, minus square root of 6 square, which is minus 6. The top part is a perfect square. 4 times 4, 16. Square root of 6 times square root of 6, 6. And 4 square root of 6 plus 4 square root of 6, 8 square root of 6, the middle term. 16 plus 6, 22. We obtain 22 plus 8 square root of 6. 16 minus 6, 10. We can simplify it by 2. 22 divided by 2 is 11. 8 divided by 2, 4. 11 plus 4 square root of 6. And 10 divided by 2, 5. To rationalize the denominator of 1 over square root of 6, we multiply 1 over square root of 6 by square root of 6 over square root of 6. Our answer is square root of 6 over 6. To rationalize 5 over square root of 10, we're going to multiply 5 over square root of 10 by square root of 10 over square root of 10. 5 square root of 10 divided by 10, which can be simplified as square root of 10 over 2. For number 3, we are going to simplify before we rationalize the denominator. Square root of 20 is square root of 4 times square root of 5. We obtain 8 divided by 3 times 2 square root of 5. Square root of 4 is 2. And 2 goes into itself once. 3 times square root of 5 into 8 4 times. To rationalize the denominator, we need to multiply by square root of 5 over square root of 5. Since square root of 5 is the irrational part, we obtain 4 square root of 5 divided by 3 times 5, which is 15. So our final answer is 4 square root of 5 divided by 15. Assuming that x is different from 0, 3 over square root of x, to rationalize it, we will multiply it by square root of x over square root of x. And our final answer is 3 square root of x over square root of x squared, which is x. Of course, x must be different from 0. To rationalize 1 over square root of 3 plus 2. This is a binomial, so we need the conjugate. We're going to multiply the fraction by square root of 3 minus 2 over itself. The numerator stays square root of 3 minus 2. The denominator, square root of 3 squared, which is 3, minus 2 squared, which is 4. We obtain square root of 3 minus 2 divided by negative 1. If we choose to distribute the negative sign, we will get 2 minus square root of 3. To rationalize 1 plus square root of 2 over 2 minus square root of 2, we will multiply the fraction by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate of the denominator is 2 plus square root of 2 divided by 2 plus square root of 2. The numerator becomes 2 plus square root of 2. When we distribute square root of 2 over 2 plus square root of 2, 2 plus 2 square root of 2 plus square root of 4, which is 2. The denominator becomes a difference of 2 squares. 2 squared, which is 4, minus square root of 2 squared, which is 2. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, plus square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2, 3 square root of 2. The denominator, 4 minus 2, is equal to 2.